Hey everybody, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade EM and Chat Repair. Today we're back on the Vagabond. Vagabond's customer game. It will be at Midwest Gaming Classic. At least that's where I'm delivering it. So I believe it will be up for play. I'm thinking. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, we gotta finish the head. Last time we were working on it, we were working on score reels. We got them fully rebuilt. So we're going to work on the ball count unit today, go through the bell, the two relays that are on here, the Jones plugs, and the chime. And that will basically just finish this whole playfield completely. Good, my computer's up now. And there's one person watching. Two people are watching. Welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Let's get this out right away. I stream for Midwest Gaming Classic. Let's see what the dates are. April 5th to 7th, 2024. So, yeah, Midwest Gaming Classic is the largest event of its kind in the world. They specialize in gaming, just everything to do with gaming. If you're into any gaming, whether it is pinball, video game, arcade game, console, board game, anything to do with gaming, that's where you go for your gaming is Midwest Gaming Classic. So I'm hoping to see all of you in April. And while you're out there, here is my link for Mark's Basement Arcade on YouTube. If the link isn't clickable for you, just go to Mark's Basement Arcade on YouTube and hit subscribe, please. And check out all my videos. This video will be on Monday. So if you want to watch it on Monday, you can go ahead. So I'm going to take this camera and I'm going to move the power cord. I'll move this. I guess I'll move it right over here and get onto it a little bit better. And we'll just switch them. There we go. So we're going to work on this stepper right here, this bad boy. Try to always put it in the middle of the screen. It works better. Where's my little seat? I like this little seat I got from my friend Garrett. Bought it off him a while ago and I finally fixed it this summer. I had to re-weld some parts back on it. It had a broken weld. Alright. Maybe I can put both of them on. There, you can kind of see me. But yeah, so with the stepper, we are moving decent until now you can see it's just stuck. 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 And then this is the reset. Reset's usually no issue, but we're gonna fix all of that. And usual, I will always tell you, take out your camera and take pictures of everything, how everything is before you take it apart. I won't need a couple little extra tools that I didn't grab. Actually I had, but then I put away because I don't know, I get tired of having a little mess over here. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is there's two screws. There's one here and one here. We're going to remove both of those screws. to flip this unit up. Just to make it a little more accessible. Oh, and this was rebuilt at one time. It's got a red mark here and one right here. If it wasn't rebuilt at one time, it just was put together from the factory like that. But there's no way of taking that out unless I take two of these off, which is sounding pretty good right now. Let's do this too. Let's get myself a couple bins to put stuff in. I'm just going to take this bracket partially off. Well, I'm going to have to take it all the way off. There we go. There. Now I can get at the side. See what I mean by it was partially worked on at one time. Unless it left Williams like that, which I don't know. I think I'm just going to take this off. It allows me to lay it around and futz with it easier. I need to get a wrench that fits on there. Hello. Okay. And where's it? 7/16, I believe it is. Yeah. Alright, we do know that these line up right there, which is really cool. Hey Ryan, what's up? How are you doing? So now we do have a hole through here. I don't know if you can see it too good. There's a hole right in here. Right there. There's a hole. Yes, went to Neo's last night, had a blast. And then one of his games started on fire. Well, not totally, it just cooked a coil and it actually smelled like Band-Aids there. I don't understand why, but Ellie said, why does that coil smell like Band-Aids? You know that, something with boobs, like all of his games. No, it's a new game. It was a prototype number 2. But anyways, yeah, Allie's like, why does that game smell like bandages? And it smelled just like the antiseptic Band-Aid brand bandages. It was really weird. But yeah, the coil was stuck on, and it was some type of Playmatic game. I can't remember. I can find out real quick, so I got the email. Because they said, sorry that game broke if anybody didn't get to play it. Nautilus. Playmatic Nautilus. That's what it was. He said it was a prototype. But anyways. I was saying we got this hole here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the screwdriver in the hole with the gear so the gear cannot spin. Now I can break this nut loose here. And of course I put it in the wrong spot. So I have to put it in front of it. Now I can break this nut loose. Oh, I'm going to have to move it all the way then. It's in a weird spot. And yeah, that's not working for me either. Can we just hold it? There we go. It ended up working where I can just hold it. So I'm going to back this off now. Yeah, Nautilus, boob game. But yeah, it was an interesting game, let's say that. But yeah, it was one of Neo's boob things. Boobs on a game. What else would Neo own? And then this should pull off. Should. Ooh, this is frozen on really good. So we're going to take a little, what do you call it, naphtha, and put it on here. I've had this happen before, where there was like grease on it, and it just was froze. So we're probably going to have to work on this a little bit. But yeah, it was fun. Oh, that is on there good. And the thing is, I can't really like pry on this thing either, because this is a odd stepper. It's not like a normal one that I got parts for. So if I can't get this off, I'm just gonna have to rebuild it with it on. And I don't have like a, what do you call it, some type of pry assembly. But yeah, I didn't do good at Neo's. I don't think Melissa did too good either. I think Dave did okay. I'm just kind of trying to shock it right now. And it is not breaking free. So I wonder if that was pressed on at one time. I can rebuild it without taking this off. It's just I rather take it off. To work on it. I think it's coming up. It is like not budging at all. That's, I really want to get it off just so I can clean the shaft on it. That's usually one of the big things that these get stuck on, is the whole shaft here. If I can't clean that out, I can't rebuild it too good. Is it coming? Jesus, like it was pressed on. And I can't even like get a screwdriver behind the bushing to push on it. Or can I? No. I want to put this back on. I'm going to get a tiny little hammer I have so I can hit it and shock it. Last time I had something this stuck was a really old Williams pinball machine, but the whole shaft was, nothing would spin on it. There we go. It's almost up. That is just icky. There we go. was either pressed on or just so greasy, frozen. This is a pretty unique thing for me. This assembly, I've never seen one like this before. But anyways, yeah, so that's like a good way to get it off. Well, what you're doing is you're pulling on it and you're hitting down at the same time, and that will shock this. So every time you hit it, it will come up just a little bit, which is good. So that works out for us. All right. I mean, a little baby hammer does the job. All right, so now we're gonna take this spring off and we're gonna count how many rotations we get with it. There goes my electric screwdriver. Should be, typically it's 3 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 windings. Wow. They really did not want the shaft to come out. I want to take a picture. Where the hell I put my phone? Right here. Of this. Alright. Spring there. That should slide right up. Oh, like crap, we got 2 clips in there now. That's another new one. I've never seen it with these clips on here before. Note to self, do not open the clipper before you get to the parts container. But yeah, that was interesting. This should come right out now. Yeah, which is good. It's not caked real bad, which is awesome. There's a lot of old grease right here though. You can just see right there. It's nasty. Let's get this off. I'll get this pin out. I don't think I need my camera anymore. Well, let's one more over here. What I always say about pictures is you can always delete them off your phone when you're done. However, you cannot put them on your phone if you didn't take them. And it's just that much harder to rebuild things if you don't exactly remember how they came apart. And I swear to everybody, you need to take pictures. So what if something happened right now where I had to take off and come back in a day or two? Am I going to remember exactly how everything went? Maybe. It's only just because I've done this so many times. But still, I have left and took off and left the game sit for days already before I've got to it. And then I'm sitting here thinking, how the hell did this go back together? This is in beautiful shape. Coil comes right out. And I'm thinking to myself, how the hell? And then with my, I use the camera on. I got my picture saved. This will clean up pretty good. Beautiful too. So yeah, I don't know if this thing was rebuilt at one time or not. If that dot was just something put on there from the factory. Who knows? Who cares? It's getting rebuilt now. And it will be good for another 50 years. To the next owner's owner. From the owner of this to the next owner and the next owner, this game should be solid. It's removing all that old paraffin style grease that was on here. That crap is nasty. And it's horrible. And that's probably why we were sticking so bad. But Neil had some he had some cool games that I don't remember seeing before. So he had that, whatever, that Nautilus that I was just saying. He had a prototype robot that wasn't working. What else did he have? I think that was it. Oh, and he had a couple of yams. A Bally something time zone. He had a Gottlieb time something. He had a little itty bitty playfield up on the top left hand corner, time something, which was kind of cool. And then he had the usual other games. He had some I can't remember the game that we were playing. Rob and I were playing on it, but it was like medieval dance music. It was playing. I think it was called Olympus, but it was like medieval dance music. It was wild. It was crazy, but it was kind of a good game. Yeah, Rob said, "What the hell is this medieval dance music?" But yeah, it's basically what it sounded like, and it was a boob game too. Total boob game. I'm just cleaning these all off. They aren't really that dirty. This one is greasy right in here. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't make it out on Friday. The weather was just so shit here. This is the first time I drove the Escape in the snow. And I told my wife this thing was such shit in the snow that we were getting rid of it. And she's like, I don't think it was that. She goes, my car was all over the road too. So then I realized, okay, they didn't even salt anything then. Nothing was salted at all. So then that's when I just decided, because I was sliding all over and there was hardly any snow. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even bothering. It's pinball. Yeah, I'm going to miss it, but it's just pinball. So, but I really wanted to go though. I didn't know everybody was going to be there either. That's what sucked even more. So I'm like, oh crap. Rob and Ryan. No, not Rob Max. Max? Was Rob there too? I can't remember now. It was a good full house. It was a good pinball crowd. Alright, let's get that. We're going to wipe this off too. I think we're going to use a new corner of that. Hey, good afternoon, Jason. Boy, I haven't seen you on this channel in a while. I haven't seen you on TVmgc in a while. 2 more games. 2 more games. Or 2 more races. Alright, that's clean. Oh yeah, look at them baby shine. 2 more races. Oh yeah, I like that. Those things clean up real nice. Oh, you are working on coming back. Awesome. You gonna stream again too, I hope? There's only 2 of us right now. We have Barricade, which is, he just streamed yesterday, so you can check out his last stream on Twitch. He's a new person that I got that's local, well, semi-local. He's up in Green Bay. And then myself, and that's it. Nobody else. Oh, okay. That's different. A podcast would be cool. Let's get these parts all cleaned up here. Podcast will be definitely interesting. I'm glad you're working your way back. There, that's clean. Let's start cleaning all these out. Oh yeah, those are nasty. I'm going to clean all these out. And then I'm going to come back. That's garbage. And clean the outside of them. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited. Excited to see you come back. Get TVmgc alive again. And new platforms. Get the word spread out on what MGC is about. More people, more better show, bigger show, more awesome show, more cool people, all that good stuff. Big 100% benefit to everybody. Alright, now I can clean those. Oh, one more. These are all just like really caked with grease on the outside too. There we go. So we'll clean those. Yeah, the MGC YouTube channel is kind of dead. This is basically a couple commercials every now and then, which isn't much of nothing. So is Dan going to let you fully have control of all that then? Which what I would assume. And you just be totally in charge of all that? It's like I almost been almost in charge with TVmgc. I've been the only one like streaming for the past year when I can. Just had issues with my dad this year, and that just like stopped everything. This is actually Jim's game. He does the cash register. Jim. Let me see. I think it's Jim. Dan. It's Dan. Dan from MGC. He does the a lot of times with register and cash and stuff like that. Yeah, life does get in the way. It got in the way real bad this year for me. Yeah, Dan, he does like a lot of the cash register stuff up front for MGC. So yeah, this is his game. He bought one off of me I gave him a really killer deal on a Lucky Ace, and he liked that a lot. And then he asked me about getting this rebuilt. And I picked this up last year at MGC and brought it home. So that's where I'm going to return it back at MGC. And it'll be fully rebuilt. Williams Vagabond. Reverse wedge head. It's my first time working on one of these. So I can say it's basically the same. Square wheels are totally different though. Everything else seems to be basically the same. Everything else seems to be totally the same. I can't remember Dan's last name, but it doesn't matter. You probably know him. Yeah. These little parts. Get the springs decreased too. Get the little clips cleaned. You're gonna have to get yourself a game someday. I know you got all the virtual pin stuff. But yeah, someday maybe you have to get yourself the big monsters. The ones that take up all the room. Yeah. We all get them curveballs. Some of them are nastier than others, but you took your year off. I'm glad you're coming back. I would like to see Ed come back too. I don't think Ed will. He's got just way too much on his plate now. Way too much on Ed's plate, I think, to ever come back. Which is great for him. Alright, let's scrub these off right away. It's just my green Scotch-Brite. There. Alright, we got that. This. Get a pinky of this. Smear that on that. Another pinky of this. Smear that on that. Rub that in. I'm sure Dan's as happy as hell that you're coming back. I think you're going to relieve a little stress on him with a different level of MGC. I'm happy as hell you're coming back too. I'm excited you're back. Alright. Oh, and then next week, I don't even know if I'm going to be on next week, because next week is a scheduled overtime day. And lately, they've been making me do every overtime day. So, I don't know if I'm going to be here next week, Sunday. We'll find out. We're going to find out. I'm not excited about having to work overtime, but the company needs. That's what it is. I'm not excited about it at all. But yeah, we'll see if I'm here. So I'm going to try to be here, but I can't if I can't. Alright, so we got our... I'll bring this back in a little bit. Get that in there. That will go like that. Coil stop. Get a screw started. So yeah, I might not even be here next week myself. But I got 2 games I have to get done before Christmas and delivered before Christmas. And they're both almost done. What do you call it? Bally Strikes and Spares, and then Williams Cyclone. Both almost done. Cyclone is really almost done. That's there's Cyclone, and there's Strikes and Spares. Those are almost done. Those were casualties of my dad's health issues. Both of them should have been done already. In this game, I figured I'd have the whole year to do. That's why we're doing it right now. This way it will be all done and ready to go and get delivered at MGC, because then he can take it home from MGC, which is even better. Alright. A little grease on these posts, because we're all doing metal to metal. So when we do metal to metal, we put this grease on the post. And what is good about this grease, it's not like the old paraffin encrusted stuff that just gunked everything up. This stuff won't. We got this little stopper that's right here. It's this nub here. That is going to rest up against this. And that keeps it. You hear the clunking, that's like a brake for it. And I gotta wipe my finger off. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get this side back on as well. I hope this goes on easier than it came off. It doesn't feel like it's gonna. It's going to be the same nice hard type fit. But we'll get it done. Yeah, Comet, I got I think a week left on it and it's done. The Strikes and Spares, I got maybe 2 weeks left on it. There. That's perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Alright, this will go here. Put a little grease right on there. That will go like that. Get one of these pins in here. There. Alright, now I gotta look at my camera to see how all this went back together. So I'm not even gonna try to guess. Do that one first. Let's do this too. A little grease right on the bottom of that and on the top of that. And a little bit here and a little bit there, because this is going to rest right inside this coil. And that coil is going to actuate it. like that. Now that, I do remember we had a clip right here to hold that together. There we go. And then this one, little grease here, went on top of it. Oh, there was two of those. See? Pictures. That went on top of it. Right there. Like that. Alright. And then this one, a little grease right there, a little grease right there. That one went like that. Put a pin on it. Like that. That will have the washer put back on once we put tension on it. We got 3 springs. That gotta go back on. And then this one. Alright, we'll put that washer on, which goes right here. And I'm going to do 3 wraps. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try to do 3 and see if this puppy works by itself. Look at that. See, 3 wraps. It had 5 before. See, you remove the nasty old grease and you put new grease on that is clean and delicious compared to the old stuff. Now we got a fully working stepper. Look at that. That is done. I just want to make sure it's stepping and hitting each pad. Yeah, it's doing perfect. That's perfect. It is perfect. So now what we'll do is we will screw the lid back on my naphtha. You don't know how many times I've dumped one of those over. Yeah, it's not fun. So we'll take this, put that back in the hole there. And this one, and we'll get back on there. Now we will get our screws. And look at that, I have 4 screws left over. And that's it. And that's exactly what I should have left over. No mystery parts. That's how you know we did a good job. You don't have parts left over. Dan C. That's his name. I don't need to say his last name, but Dan C is his name. That's the owner of Vagabond. So yeah, we are almost fully done with this. What I need to do is get some of this junk out of my way. I gotta get the buzzer out. Plug the buzzer in and clean these contacts. The buzzer is a Harbor Freight Dremel, but it's actually got a real Dremel 443 bit in it. There, now we got the contacts cleaned. What pinky off. We got the contacts cleaned on that. Let me put this wrench back over here. So now when the shaft actuates, when this, let me see if I can get it in there better. When this shaft actuates, it will push on the leaves. It will close one and open the other, like that. You can kind of see them a little bit. There. And what I did is I just cleaned them. So we got that clean. Alright, so we're going to work on this belt here. Oops. We're going to actually go through this head. This, I have to go to the hardware store and find some new grommets for this or something, because there's nothing I can do with that. I don't have anything here that I can use to even try to fix it. It's just the grommets that hold the bell are just so rotted out on it. It shouldn't be floppy like that. I can see that they're, yeah, let's see. I can probably use pinball rubber on there. I think I can just pinball rubber, now that I think of it. Let's try that. That's what. Yeah, there's the second time I dropped that. I think I can use pinball rubber to fix this bell. It looks like it had a leather washer on it. Yeah. It had some type of leather washer on it that's deteriorated. No, it was rubber. It just looks leather because it's so nasty. Alright, so what we're going to do is I bought some odd closeout rubber that I think we can use to fix this. These were odd, weird rubber that was really, really super off-colored. I mean, real off-colored. Where it was just like hideous. So they sold them real super cheap. That would go like that. That would go like that. Yeah, leftover parts sometimes are good and sometimes they're not. So what I did is I took one rubber, put it there, and we're going to take one there and put one there. Now we'll take the washer, put the washer back on, and put the nut back on. Oh yeah, that'll be perfect. So now I don't have to go to the hardware store and shop around and look at different types of rubber gaskets. But yeah, here's the old ones. You can just see they're just gone. But this has a ring. And it's still ringing. Still got that good resonance to it. So that is fixed. I don't need to worry about that. Yeah, let's give that just one more tight turn on it. There. Oh yeah, that's done. That's a win-win right there. Take these. You can't see any damn thing. There we go. I used to make models years ago. I was never really that good at it, but I enjoyed it. Back in my teens. So that was, you know, weeks ago that I did that. Back in my teens. And this bell clanger took a little beating on it too. So we're going to clean that up. And I'm going to throw some glue down in it. I might put it in there upside down. So I think I'm going to do, because the bell, I don't know if you can see, it's got this groove here. That's from the thing was so loose, it was coming up and flying into it, and it chipped the top of the plunger apart. So, since we did that, get a new coil sleeve. We're just gonna redo it. I will glue it back together. By the time the glue dries, I won't even be nearly done with this game. Let's see if this will fit in there like that. Actually, I don't think I need glue. I'm going to put glue on it anyways. E6000 glue. Where's the tube? There it goes. E6000. That's what I'm using. This is great stuff. I do not like to weight gases though. That's my only issue with this glue. It's got a horrible outgas that lingers. I'll rub that around in there like that. Wipe any little thing off of it. That will sit in there and glue and dry and be good forevermore. There, that goes like that. This will go like that. Yeah, gotta put the, where is it? There it goes. Put this back on first. Yeah, we'll go like that. That will go like that. And then we'll flip her back over like this. And grab two of the screws. Give it a little zing right there. zing with the other one. There. Not that. Get that cleaned up. The vacuum. I'm gonna vacuum all the crud that's underneath the bell off. Get that bell, put the bell back down. It's one more thing checked off on this game. I'm just hoping a playfield and motorboard are just as nice to me as everything else was on this game. Well, nicer than the score reels. Score reels, I had to hunt down new parts for one of them, which was not fun. Finding score reel parts for something this old is not fun. Not at all. Alright, we got that. Might as well go through this relay right away. You wrote a book on leftover model parts? I'm going to go through these switches. Or model building. Wrote a book on model building, I'm guessing. Oh, those are in perfect shape. Didn't even have to adjust them. Alright. So let's spin this around. Get my junk out of the way. We got one more to rebuild yet. Got these two relays here. Yeah, model building, that's what I figured. I'm like, why would you write a book on leftover model parts? And like that, that's how quickly this thing cleans contacts. And they're all beautiful. Such a I get to touch one here. I was just going to say, it's just a rarity for me to do these and not have to do any little adjustings. These are okay. I just want them a little tighter. Just to me, I like them a little with a less gap there. Because this is going to pull in, and when it pulls in, it's moving them. And why not move them a lot and give it a full throw like that? So that's what we're doing. Alright, we're going to get this chime here apart. There's two screws here. Where'd my seat go? There it goes. Oh, getting old here. Need to get my seat so I can sit down and do them. I never wrote a book on anything. Oh, and this chime is broke. is good. It's broke, but it's not broke. I'll show you what I mean. Oh no, it isn't. I thought it was. I thought there was something missing off it, but it isn't. It's just how this one works. Here. I saw a hole in the bottom here, and I thought it was just like that other one where it had the plunger in it, but this has the cap on top. So this is actually going up and hitting the bar here. I think that works good. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm not good at music stuff. I forget, you don't live around here, Jason, do you? You're not from Wisconsin, are you? I always thought you were from a different state. I can't remember. It seems like everybody that was cool at MGC lives really super far from me. Those I will tighten up. Oh, you're in Johnston Creek, so you are not far from me then. I wonder why I thought you were far. Well, that's good. Next summer when I have a party, I'll throw you a invite then. I thought you were in a different state, but yeah, you're not that far away then if you're in Johnson's Creek. Usually have a big bash here, all the pinball machines and everything. Usually get a quarter barrel, throw my computer outside and hook it up and have let people do karaoke. Alright, so I'm going to fix these. These are just Jones plugs that plug into the coil. It's kind of cool actually. You can just unplug these and you're dingless. You're just totally dingless. But since the one is a little loose, I'm just going to go and let's do this first. We're going to clean those out a little bit. And I'm going to tighten this one up ever so slightly. This one was tight. This one wasn't. I made it too tight. There we go. Now that, tuck that right there. Now that is also rebuilt. So what we're left to do is we're going to go through these Jones plugs here. I'm going to show you how I do these. Move the camera over and bring it up. These are pretty easy to do. This is going to actually be a really short session here because I don't have the head out. So the cabinet out, so I can't even start on any of the cabinet. One, I don't have room for it right now. I have to make room. And two, it's buried. So we're gonna go through these Jones plugs right now. Same thing, 443 Dremel bit. I'm gonna show you how I clean them. These Jones plugs, since they go in there, I don't know if you can see it. These are just pinched together, and as the Jones plug goes in, it spreads them apart. So technically you're only getting this small little area here where your Jones plug is working. There, those are clean. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to take my little pliers and we're going to pinch the connections tight. And that way now, when I plug the other Jones plug in, these are all going to have a nice, tight, clean fit again. If I brace my hand like this, it makes it really super easy for some reason. Let me see if I can go around on the other side. Because I'm trying to squeeze them both evenly. Because sometimes you can squeeze them and then have them go like that or like that. I want to squeeze them both together. So if I hold my hand, I can hold the pliers still. And I can squeeze both sides evenly together. I really didn't think this rebuild on all these parts was going to go so damn quick. See, that's one right there I squeezed one side too much. Alright. There isn't too much left on here. Let's get a vacuum. I can go through these real quick, I guess. We'll do these too. Pliers. I'm going to do the open ones first. I don't even know why I'm just doing the closed ones. Because I'm putting them back at the same spot and I doubt they'll ever get changed again. Yeah, wash is done. So now when that goes in, it'll push it. I don't know if you can see that good, but it pushes it. The reason why I'm not cleaning all these is because they've been in the same spot as long as the owner owned this game. So I'm like, he's never gonna move them. This one's dirty. He's never gonna move these. This is for like high score settings and stuff like that, and add a ball and stuff. Like, he's never gonna move these. So why even bother to clean them? Clean the ones he was gonna, the ones that are actually being used. There. Now, let's vacuum this thing off. Well, we could flip it over and clean the bulb sockets. Those gotta get cleaned too. Alright. Okay. Plug. Vacuum. that's done. So, is this going to be easy to do? Or should I really put it in the head? I think I'm going to have to put this back in the head. I also need to see if we're doing a LED upgrade. The reason why, because if I need to really lay this down, and if it's in the head, I don't have to worry about screwing up everything I just rebuilt. So I'd rather put this back in the head so I can just lay this down correctly. But yeah, the bulbs too, I'll show you how I clean them. They're really the exact same way. Dremel, take a bulb out. That's it. Bulb out. That's it. And those are 2 clean sockets. Just now you just work your way around and do every bulb socket on the game. And that's how you clean the bulb sockets, and then these go right in the garbage. Even if they're working, I still put brand new ones in. Regardless. Because who knows how long this one's gonna last. I could clean it, I could clean it off, put it back in, and it works. But is it gonna last a week or another 40 years or whatever? So I just put all brand new bulbs in the game. Alright, take off, man. Catch you later. I'm actually done with the stream. I'm just winding her up. But yeah, take care, man. Glad to see you're back. But yeah, that's how we do the bulb socket. So yeah, I just got to grab the head and put this back in the head. Where the hell is the head? Oh, I got it buried in another room. So yeah, I'm going to have to do this later. Put the head back on and get it back together. But yeah, we get the scores rails rebuilt. We just went through, got the new bell, and she's got a good ding to her. And the resonance is perfect on it. That's got a great ring. We rebuilt the stepper. Can't go up anymore. It's not designed to go up anymore. Went through the 3 relays that are on this head. Went through the Jones plugs, showed how those get cleaned. Cleaned those, put them back exactly where we were. Only clean the ones that are being used. Like I said, these have been in the same spot for, I'm guessing, 50-something years. So why would they get moved now? It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's about it. We're going to get to the playfield next, I think. It's either going to be the playfield next or the cabinet next. One of the two. Just change. What the hell is this thing not working now? There we go. I had 2 cameras on. So yeah, next week, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be here or not because of overtime. If I am here, we'll be working on the Vagabond again. If we're not, that means I'm working overtime and I didn't have a choice of where I was. But yeah, so it's cool. Yeah, and please subscribe to the Midwest Gaming Classic. Here you can do this too. I will show you. If you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, you can use they give you a free subscription to Twitch, and you can actually subscribe to this channel if that's something that's cool. Otherwise, you can go to Mark's Basement Arcade on YouTube and subscribe to me. I do all this work free for MGC. Well, this is a customer game, but I volunteer all my time to MGC for your entertainment, your knowledge or learning, whatever. If you want to learn how to do pinball repair, I'm volunteering all my time. All my videos and everything are also free on YouTube, so yeah, give me a subscribe and thumbs up on YouTube. If you wanted any swag from me, you could do that too. I wish I sold these shirts because these shirts are cool. Yeah, and I think that's about it. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be some cool stuff here at the bottom of the video. And with that, I hope to be back next Sunday at 2. And I'll have more pinball ideas for you. And you'll have things you want to talk about. And I will too. So I hope to see you next week here at 2 o'clock again. Take care, be cool. And later. Thank you, everybody.